Welcome to another episode of That's Good Broncos, the only Denver Broncos show that switched to drinking kale juice. That's right, there's fucking kale in my juice. I'm drinking kale. After the complications of John Fox's heart, I've decided to make some serious changes in my own life. Starting with, I'm only going to consume fluids that are water or the same color as football turf. I think that's the healthiest way to go. Now, you probably already know this, but John Fox underwent heart surgery Monday morning to have his aortic valve replaced. The surgery was a success, and John Fox is recovering. We don't know how long John Fox will be out as the Denver Broncos head coach. We all just want him to get better. John Fox, we love you so much. Is it only because you're the Denver Broncos head coach? Yes. I mean, you seem like a good man, but if you were still in Carolina, I would not be talking about you. Since you changed geographic location, I now care deeply about you. Is that strange? Probably, but that's football, I guess. On a personal note, I have some experience with aortic valve replacements. Now, I'm no doctor, but my grandpa had the exact same surgery John Fox just had. The year was 1989 or 1990, I'm not sure, I was probably 5 years old. But my grandpa had just got done yelling at me because I was playing with the garden hose too much. What I was thinking, wasting all that water, spraying it everywhere, I don't know, but it pissed him off. And he stormed out of the house. And then I saw him laying on the stairs. And I, at the time, thought that was really funny because I was a stupid fucking kid. I mean, what kind of grandpa plays a joke by laying on the stairs? It was a lot like that scene from The Godfather. You know, when he puts the orange in his mouth and he's chasing the kid around. I was the kid, except my grandpa wasn't playing around with me. He was yelling at me. I guess those stories aren't similar. I thought that I almost killed him, but that's not true. I didn't almost kill my grandpa. I don't care what my aunts and uncles and parents say, I did not almost kill my grandpa. Anyway, we're at the hospital. He needs a new aortic valve. Obviously, I was too young to help with the surgery. But I did help in the decision-making process, because when you're getting your valve replaced, you have some options. The first option is they can put a biological valve in your heart. Now, these biological valves only last 10 to 15 years, and they're made with animal heart tissue. I don't know what they do now, but at the time they used pig valves. If you think about another Marlon Brando movie, The Island of Dr. Moreau, where he bred the half people, half animals, I didn't want my grandpa to be half man, half pig. I was also smart enough to know that 10 to 15 years didn't sound that long, and I wanted my grandpa to live a lot longer than that. Now, if they put a mechanical valve in your heart, it can last for up to 75 years. Don't check any of these facts, I'm just telling you what I remember from when I was 5. It'll last 75 years, and it'll even continue to work after you're dead. Now, the only downside to having a mechanical valve placed in your body is that you have to take blood thinners for the rest of your life. Now, I don't know which valve John Fox decided to get. I hope he chose the mechanical valve. That way he can be just like my grandpa. Part of me really hopes he gets the biological valve. I don't know if they still use pigs, but if he has his choice of animal, I hope he goes with something cooler. Maybe he could get a bear heart valve. Maybe he could even get a bald eagle heart. Wait a second. Maybe John Fox could get a thoroughbred horse valve. Half man, half Bronco. He could literally become a Denver Bronco. God, that would be so cool. John Fox could be a half Denver Bronco, half John Fox. Now, John Fox already seems like a pretty mellow, laid-back guy. My grandpa was not that. But I know after his heart surgery, I think he realized that he had to sort of change his lifestyle in order to be a healthier, happier person. And the biggest change he made was to stop fucking yelling at me when I'd play with the goddamn garden hose. So, that was nice. So the Broncos are playing the Chargers this weekend, and Jack Del Rio is going to be our head coach. We are very lucky to have Del Rio. He coached the Jaguars for 6 or 7 years. We all know that. This literally had to be the second easiest decision John Elway's ever made in his life. The first easiest decision was not playing for the Colts when they drafted him in 1983. Now, I don't know if you saw the Denver Broncos press conference Monday after the Broncos' first practice with Jack Del Rio at the reins as head coach, but the reporters, man, they asked some stupid questions. One of the reporters asked if John Elway was planning on becoming head coach while John Fox was recovering.
John, did you consider inserting yourself in an interim sort of position?
No.
Let's see, since John Elway's coached 0 football games before. Do you think it would be a good idea to have him come in and coach the fucking team?
No.
Who are these people asking these questions? They also asked if Jack Del Rio had any plans to make big changes or if he was going to kind of stick with the plan Fox had. You're going to ask that question? I wish Jack Del Rio would have said, yeah, this team's making some big changes. We're doing a motherfucking 180 on this shit. That's obviously how Jack Del Rio would have said that. First, I'm changing everything. Wesley Woodyard's coming in, playing quarterback. Peyton Manning's handling punt responsibilities. Trendon Holiday, our new center. Offense, we're only running the wishbone. Tim Tebow's coming in to be our spiritual leader, and our new goal is to lose games instead of win them. I'm Jack Del Rio. Thanks for asking a stupid fucking question. Anyway, we got to play the San Diego Chargers this weekend, which I'm assuming we're just going to win that game handily because we're playing Phillip Rivers. So thanks again for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. A little weird not being drunk, but I do feel a little sharper. Well, I'll probably only do this once, to be honest. I can't imagine drinking kale every episode. Just would not be good for my reputation. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm a pretty nice guy. Not like that Richie Incognito. Woo! You guys read about that stuff? That guy's mean. So, if you don't support bullying, and you don't support Richie Incognito, subscribe to my channel. That guy's a real jerk. You would think kale tastes like shit, but if you put enough other fruits in there, like oranges, bananas, and berries, it's not that bad. You might notice I built a new set with my bare fucking hands. I built this whole set with my bare goddamn hands, and guess who helped me? Nobody. Well, my girlfriend painted a little bit, but I mostly just did all this by myself.